Hello everyone and welcome to Nanny Cooks from Ozark. We are located in Missouri in the southwest corner of the state, and I love to cook. And I've got something for you today that is really handy to have in the summertime because you can make these and freeze them and pull them out as you need them. Now, this recipe that I'm giving you today is called Breakfast Burritos. And if you have our cookbook, it is on page 45 of the cookbook. But if you don't have the cookbook, don't worry about it because I'm going to show you how to do these today. These breakfast burritos are very easy to make, and you can make a bunch at a time and they freeze very well. And also what I'm serving with the breakfast burritos today is some of my homemade granola and yogurt that makes a very nice breakfast on these hot summer days. So let's go on and start making these. What you will need is I have a pound of sausage here that I have already cooked up. I like the Aldi brand sausage because it's nice and lean too. It also calls for 8 eggs, and they are scrambled, and I've gone ahead and scrambled these eggs up. It calls for shredded cheese, and today I'm using a combination of what's called a Mexican blend of cheese just because that's what I had in the refrigerator. And the last thing you'll need is flour tortilla shells. And I put these in the microwave just for a few seconds to kind of loosen them up. So let's assemble one of these. First thing, you'll need a good spoonful of the sausage. And then I like to put the cheese in the middle of that so it can start melting. Then probably about 2 tablespoons of the scrambled eggs. Okay, that's everything we need in it. Then I fold in the sides, fold the bottom up, and round it up. And that's it. That's all you do. Now, if you want to freeze these, I like to wrap them in these foil wraps that you can get at the grocery store. And they are very easy to use. I just roll it this way, fold in the edges, and roll that. And then I take a serrated knife, and I like to cut it at an angle. Put them in a freezer bag or some kind of a freezer container. And there you have it. You can just pull out as many as you want at a time. Take the foil off, stick them in the microwave for about 45 seconds, and you've got breakfast. This is very handy to have if you have kids around too, because they wake up hungry and they want something right now. So another thing I want to tell you about this today is a couple of things about when you start to make something. Now, no matter if you're an experienced cook or a novice cook, there are a couple of things that you can do to make your experience a lot more pleasant. The first thing to do is read your recipe thoroughly. And I have a first-hand experience about that. This morning, I have made this granola many, many times. But when I started getting my ingredients out and sorting them as needed, I did not read my full recipe. And like I said, I've made this recipe many times. And the liquid that goes in the granola, it says to mix those up together and boil it for 1 minute. I didn't do that. So I had to cook my granola in the oven longer than called for, and that's why it got a little bit brown. So be sure to read the recipe before you start and have all of your ingredients out in front of you before you start making that recipe too, and you'll find that it goes a lot smoother. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about today, you can freeze them. They freeze very well. And also, if you're taking it for a group, after you make them, put them in a crock pot on low, and they will keep fresh for several hours. Another thing that really tops it off, if you add a spoonful of salsa to your burrito too. So I hope you will try this recipe. Remember, it just has flour tortilla shells, sausage, scrambled eggs, cheese, and they're very quick to put them together too. So thanks for joining us today. I hope you have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe and like us on our YouTube channel. Until the next time, bye-bye.